Now we have installed Peppermint 8, I'm going to start installing some software. There are several ways to do it, including the software manager, Synaptic Package Manager, using the terminal and downloads. But to start with, we're going to start with the software manager. So we click Menu, System Tools, and go to the software manager. I'll ask for your password. Click OK. And your software manager will appear. Firstly, I'm going to install a program called Hardinfo, which is a handy utility to show information about your computer and the operating system. So we type in Hardinfo, press enter, double click on it and click install. That's now saying it's installed. Next one I want to install at the moment is Bleachbit. It's a utility to clean up the hard drive, and it deletes unneeded files, recovers some disk space. An equivalent sort of program in Windows would be CCleaner. So we click on install. But with Linux it doesn't have to worry about cleaning up a registry because it doesn't have one. And finally, I like to install the microcode for the processor. This has an Intel processor, so type in Intel dash is important or it won't find it. Microcode. Press enter. And you have two versions, one for i686, more up-to-date sort of 64-bit processors, which this one has, and for the older i386, this one I'm going to use the newer version. Install. I mean, this one is optional. There's various discussions about whether or not it's a good idea to install it. But I like to install it anyway. I've never had any problems with it. Okay, that's now installed. So let's have a look of what we have installed. If we go into System Tools, Hardinfo will show up as System Profiler and Benchmark. Click on Summary. Give you details about the processor, the amount of memory you have installed, your operating system, username, display resolution, type of audio adapter, and lots of other information. You can go more specific with the processor. Show you the frequency and what it's actually running at the moment. Give you more detailed breakdown of the memory. PCI devices that are installed, which is handy because it will give you more details about your graphic controller and other information that you may find handy at some time, and also your network card. More information about your network, amount of data received, your IP address. At the bottom it has some benchmark options, which I'm not going to run at the moment because they take a little while to run. So it's basically a lot of useful information that you might need to look at sometime if you want to identify what graphics card you have or what network card. The information is all contained within this program. So it shows information about your BIOS, your motherboard. It also shows details of the display and what version of the OpenGL you're using. This one is quite an old laptop and it's only using 2.1. So that one's quite a handy little tool to have. And the other one we installed was Bleachbit. You get two options. You can either run it as root, which will clean up system files, or you can run it as a user, which will clean up more your browser's cache. When you open it, you'll be presented with preferences, which I normally just leave at default. And you can select what options you want to clean. So mainly at user level, you would be looking at your browser, so you can delete the cache, cookies, sessions, DOM storage, history, passwords, and it will also allow you to clean up the cache for other programs, media player and thumbnails. System, it won't let you actually run this or at user level. You close that one, run Bleachbit as root, and it will ask for your password. Again, we get the same preference box pop up. Now on this one, I select apt. I also do deep scan, and it will give you a warning about some options will run slow, so that one's okay. Backup files, okay. Temporary files, okay. Thumbs DB, okay. So they're okay. Then click on System, Free Disk Space. Now this is one option which I would untick because it overwrites all the available free disk space, and if you have a large hard drive it can take quite a while. Localizations are okay. System memory says it's experimental, but I leave that as okay. So the one we want to untick is free disk space. Unless you do actually want to overwrite all your empty disk space. Basically, if you delete any files, they're not actually deleted from the disk. They're just flagged to be written over, so they are still there. So if you actually want to fully delete them so no one can recover them at any time, say if you're going to sort of give your computer to someone else or sell it and you want to erase everything so it's not recoverable, then you might want to select that option, but it is very slow. So the first thing we do is click on preview, and it will go through the system to find out what it can delete. The first time you run it, it could take a little while. So now it's telling us there's 670.7 megabytes can be recovered and 24,884 files can be deleted. You can scroll back through and see what it's going to delete. But I trust it, so I will click on clean. And it will ask you if you are sure you really want to delete these. Click on delete. And it will run through deleting all the files. That's completed. It's recovered 670.7 megabytes and it's deleted 24,884 files. That's fine, we can close that. One thing after running Bleachbit, if you then go back into your software manager, first off, you will notice that there are very few packages currently available. Go into all packages, all 1608. We untick installed packages, it will show nothing available. That is because Bleachbit has actually deleted the cache of software available. So to reinstate that, if you're not going to install software straight away, don't worry about it, because when the update manager runs or when you reboot, it will reinstate the cache anyway. But if you want to do it sooner, click on the update icon, click refresh, it will re-download all the package information and update the cache. Now if we close that, we go back to the menu, System Tools, Software Manager, input your password, you can now see there are now 86,761 packages available. So if we click on all packages, unclick installed, and it will show you everything that's available. And as you can see, the first one here, if you want to install a different browser, you can install Firefox. But for now, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I shall be doing some more videos, installing more packages, and they will follow shortly. Thank you.